Oh, hello and welcome to the Paro Pod, episode 96. I love the ASMR quality. We're back again
for that banging hot weather. Gotta crack open a can.
Oh my god, we actually had to. My can's actually kind of warm, which is really disappointing.
Oh shit, bro.
I don't know why, but yeah, what a day! My god, it is. It is absolutely tropic.
It is Scorchio, as my dad would say.
Scorchio. Okay, we'll go with that. Whatever you say, Dave.
Whatever you say, Dave. I've got my hands in the air. Whatever you want to do.
It is Scorchio.
You call the shots.
I got burned. I got sunburned, man. I was playing badminton. I was on the south side, so I was playing badminton outside on my break.
We weren't doing that on the north side anyway.
Yeah. And I got I was out for like 35 minutes, 40 minutes. I was burned. I got burned. I came back in. I was like, oh my god, what happened? And I was sweating balls. I was so sweaty. I stank. It was literally, there was it wasn't even a film sweat. There was just like, it was dripping down into my eyes. I was sitting there at my desk, sweat dripping into my eyes. Someone came over. I was like,
Are you crying?
Yeah. Someone came over. He's like, can you have a look at this? And I was like looking at it from afar, because I didn't want to get too close. It was pretty stank. And also like, they pretty see like the
sweat.
Yeah, all the wetness on my face. But anyway, yeah. How was your day?
Sweating. I've come to the full conclusion that I think I kind of hate summer just because of work. Just because of work.
Everyone should have the summer off.
Everyone should. Everything should shut down.
It's a big scam. Because in Italy and places like that, in Europe, Spain, I believe as well, in August, there's like a warning if you look at all like the tourist guides and stuff like that. It's always like try not to go in August if you can, because most things shut down because they go on holiday,
Yeah, because
they're like, why would I?
Hot.
Yeah, why would I work?
But I know that in Ireland, because like we don't have the precedent.
The precedent.
I was gonna say president.
Yeah.
Precedent? Yes.
The precedent.
To do that, because we don't normally get summers that are like this unbearable. But, global warming, might get that eventually. So, that's one up for global warming.
Yeah, like there are positives. But,
because I know that we don't have, that thing where it's in other countries, they have a certain temperature that once it hits that.
Yeah, down to
us, no one works. I'm almost certain that we don't have that here.
We should have it at about 22 degrees.
Yeah, just 19 degrees.
Yeah. It's like everybody indoors. Or everybody into the ocean, basically.
Yeah. I went for a little sea swim.
I'm so jealous.
Swim, quotation marks.
Why?
I mean, just stood in the water, didn't I? Can't really swim.
Yeah.
I don't like swimming. I don't like swimming in the sea, like, properly. I like submerging my body in water. And just being cold and then getting out.
I don't like the sea at all. I don't mind swimming, but I hate the sea. I wouldn't.
Fair.
I don't like sea swimming. Like when you're kind of out. No way.
People that do that are like, I'm like,
freaks.
You're kind of a psychopath.
Yeah, you have nothing to live for.
There was cunts putting on wetsuits going like far out, and I was like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, relax.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I want to go on the weekend. I want to go.
It's always older people that do it as well. You never see young people doing like sea swims like that.
Yeah,
at least I don't anyway.
They've loads of free time, They're like, wow, why not?
Why not just drown?
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I might as well go fucking balls to the wall, full wetsuit and all today.
It's the wetsuit more than anything.
Ever get those, the sea shoes you can get?
Yeah.
You really need them for, which beach did you go to actually?
I was up in the Hoth.
Which one?
The stone one.
Yeah.
I actually was thinking, need a pair of shoes. Yeah, need a few shoes for this.
That is, in any other country, they would not call that a beach.
No.
That's just like an inlet, a very small inlet.
That is a private beach, though.
Yeah, I think it is private property. But like you can't enforce that. Like, imagine trying to enforce that.
You'd be lynched.
You would literally be lynched. Yeah. Like Bono or whoever owns that place, like you would die. But yeah, that beach is grand, but like it's not a beach really. It's just like stones.
But it's the best one for swimming because it gets deep pretty quickly.
Oh yeah,
as opposed to the one beside the dart station.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to that one though. Like Paro, is it?
Paro Beach? Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to go to that one though.
What is up with E. coli always being an issue?
Dirty people.
Is that just a persistent problem that we have?
I've no idea. How would you get E. coli?
Donnybrook. No.
Donnybay.
Dollymount. Jesus, what is wrong with me today? We're 4 minutes in and I've already fucked up like many sentences. Dollymount has like E. coli in the water, and somewhere else does as well. But like E. coli is caused by like sewage or something, isn't it?
I've no idea.
I think it is. I think it's just like
I just know
sewage.
from like the Dettol ads. You know, I'm not really sure what it is.
The Dettol ads.
You know, it's like kills 99% of E. coli. You know?
No, I don't know.
No. Well, maybe it's an old thing. I've watched ads in a while.
Wait, does E. coli like? I thought E. coli is only in the water.
You can get E. coli off in the kitchen.
Really?
You can,
Mad.
off food and stuff like that. It's like salmonella. It's they're always mentioned in the same sentence.
What? This might be a stupid question. What causes salmonella? Does E. coli cause salmonella, or does salmonella is salmonella like
Separate.
a thing by itself?
I think it's just its own thing.
I think it is.
That's
yeah.
just fish, isn't it? Bad fish.
Bad chicken as well. Bad turkey as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people die during Christmas. Like, I don't know if I think you can die from salmonella, can't you?
Yeah.
People die for Christmas time because of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, imagine getting fucked up by a chicken that you've cooked. Not probably though.
Yeah, they had the last laugh.
Got you back.
Yeah. Oh, it's rough.
It is rough. Oh god, I have started a subscription with Audible. I've also come to the terms that one, I hate summer, and two, I don't read. I just don't do that anymore.
You've retired from reading.
I basically retired. I'm like, I have a book that's on my table there, the big pension book there. I have like 900 pages of that left. That is the last book I will ever read.
Oh my god.
From there on out, it's just audiobooks.
To be fair, we've read more than most people would read, you know.
Yeah, I've read enough.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, there's still books I want to read. I do want to finish the other pension book, but down the road.
Yeah.
I'm listening to audiobooks now, because I was reading this Charles Manson book, Chaos. It's pretty good, and I was like a third of the way through, and I was like, fuck this, I'm sick of reading.
Yeah.
So I just with Audible, you get obviously like the free month to start, and if you're on Amazon Prime, I'm pretty sure they give you another credit. So I think you get 2 books a month from Audible if you have Amazon Prime, and if you're paying for Audible, because Audible gives you like 1 credit a month, basically 1 free book a month. So I just like, I will test it out with a book that I already know that I'm enjoying, and now I'm after listening to 2 chapters. I'm like, fuck, this is so much easier.
Yeah.
And I'm actually
do you find it hard to pay attention now?
Not really, because it's non-fiction.
I suppose.
I think I don't think I could listen to a fiction book.
Yeah.
I might test it out with the other free credit I have.
Yeah, why not?
And just get like a shorter fiction book and see how we get on. Because I tried to listen to what's that podcast called? Night something. Do you know that podcast? Nightville.
Oh, Welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah.
That's a really good podcast.
I tried.
That was one of the first podcasts I ever listened to. Probably the last one, I think.
It's really good. That's like fiction.
Yeah.
That's like that's basically like a short story, like every like
so
week or whatever.
vibey.
It's so vibey, yeah.
So vibey.
But
and the music as well.
I couldn't pay attention to it though, because
really?
I thought I couldn't. I listened to like 3 episodes, like I can't listen to this. I just can't get into this because it's fiction, I guess. Even though it's like 15 minutes long or 20 minutes long.
Yeah, it's quite short and it's kind of like disjointed. Like it's not like totally linear. But I know what you mean though, yeah.
Do you have to listen to Welcome to Nightingale from the start, or can you just hop in?
I'm not entirely sure, because I think I listened to the first like 30 or something like that. And then they started losing me really, really fast, and I just gave up. I loved the first 15, 20.
I think it's...
I started going into these stupid side plots. I was like, this is stupid.
I don't know how... I actually don't really know how it works, Nightingale, because... Or Welcome... What's it called? Welcome...
They have a book as well.
Welcome to the Jungle. It's going up straight away.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to Night Vale. Sort by... Oh, they definitely have over 100 episodes in it. Fucking hell. There's a lot of this. Jesus, there's a lot of episodes. They're all like 25 minutes. Wait, date, the other opposite direction. 210.
210 episodes. Are they still going?
Yep. Last episode was released 15th or 1st of August. 15th of June or 1st of August. So they're every 2 weeks. I don't know if we could get into that though. I think it's, I don't know, because I don't know how Night Vale works.
I think it's kind of you can dip in and out. Well, I mainly got the vibe from it. I really like the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe's very good.
The initial setup.
Oh wait, hold on. Start with the current episode and you'll catch on in no time, or go right to the start with episode 1 if you want to binge listen.
I think you should go right to the start.
I think you kind of should as well, because I feel like there are stories that progress.
Yeah, I just feel like the start is just way better. Because I didn't listen. I obviously haven't listened in a long time. But the start was just way, way better, in my opinion.
Like most things, like this podcast.
Like this podcast. Yeah. I think it's more of like a bell curve, I think it was.
Yeah.
You know, we hit our peak and then it's just been downhill for about 80 episodes. No. I'm only joking.
It's something like that.
Yeah. But
once we reach episode 100, this thing is fucking done.
Closing down, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do something crazy. There's something crazy in the works anyway for episode 100.
Once we catch up with Night Vale, then we're done. So we still have like 110 more episodes. Plus all the ones we have to catch that they will be releasing. Fuck.
Yeah, so 2025.
If we start releasing 2 episodes, what if
2
we just
episodes a week?
yeah, at the break we just cut off there. It's like, okay, that's Monday's release.
we easily could do that. Yeah.
Do that.
I've thought about doing that before, but it's kind of hard work.
Would people enjoy an hour-long podcast more? I feel like they do.
Yeah, probably.
Is it 2 hour long? We're too far into it now to change it.
Yeah, 2 hours is too long, but it's also too long. We're too far into it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you can't change the format.
Oh, yeah,
it's like that's just not a thing.
We're way too into it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the format, what have you been watching this week, Mark?
Very clever. I had a look at a new movie on Disney Plus, believe it or not, which I was recommended by multiple different sources, including yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Prey. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this. It is a prequel to The Predator, which is within the Predator franchise.
Yeah, this isn't...
Oh, it's not a prequel.
It's
not
not really,
doesn't set it up. It's just
just
set in the same universe.
Yeah, just years beforehand.
Yeah. In Native American times.
Yeah, I'm going to look up the name of the tribe that's in this.
Turtle Island.
Are they a real tribe? Sure. Feel like you couldn't do that. Could you do that?
It's the Comanche, no? Or is it?
I have no idea.
No, that's absolute bollocks. That's just the first thing I thought of.
It's the Apaches, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that the Apaches in that the Native American ones? Apocalypto and all. Yeah. For some reason,
do we have a name of the tribe? A skilled Comanche. Comanche?
Yeah, the Comanches.
Are they real?
Yeah.
No way. Thought that would have been like, a bit insensitive, but obviously not.
What?
I guess it'd be more insensitive to make up a fake tribe.
Yeah. The Dances with Wolves tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your history with? Because for me, I have a big nostalgia for the original Predator.
I've seen it, but I don't know it that well. I don't know the franchise at all, really.
Oh, really?
I know Alien quite well.
Yeah.
And Alien vs. Predator. But I've only seen the original.
To be fair.
I don't really remember that well.
To be fair. Alien has 2 really good films in it. Aliens. Prometheus is good. All the rest are pretty bad to dog shit.
Yeah.
Whereas with Predator, the first one is very good. Second one's pretty bad. Predators? Is that the...
Predators, yeah.
The one with Agent Brody?
Yeah.
That's alright.
It looked good.
The Predator is dog shit.
Oh, have you seen that?
Yeah, it's real bad. I watched it on an airplane.
Oh, God.
It's real bad. And then Alien vs. Predator are both bad. Alien vs. Predator Requiem, that second one, I have come to the conclusion, many conclusions have been made by me this week. That is my arch enemy as a film.
Oh.
I fucking hate Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I despise that movie.
Why?
It's one of the worst films I've ever... It is... It's the worst Hollywood film I've ever seen.
Oh my God. I think I've seen that. I'm pretty sure I have seen that.
I hate it.
I just don't remember.
I hate everything about it.
Yeah. Because how many AVPs are there?
2.
Is there only 2?
Thankfully, we've only had 2.
I thought there was 3.
I feel like they should bring back Alien vs. Predator.
Why?
Give us a good one, because it's really not that hard.
Yeah. I feel like someone like I'm gonna throw a name out there, Neil Blomkamp.
What has he done? I know that name.
District 9.
Ah, yeah.
And Chappie.
I like that idea.
Everything after District 9 is shit that he did.
Is he doing that new K? What are the things called?
What?
What's that one with the...
Inside the K?
No, the fucking... What's the bomber, Unabomber.
Oh, yeah.
He's in that movie, isn't he?
Did he do that?
Ted K? Is he?
Ted K?
Yeah.
I don't think he did do that. But yeah, I meant to see that. It's on something, actually.
Is that film out?
It is, yeah. It's been out for a good while.
No way.
I want to watch that.
But yeah, I have a big...
Oh, it's on Prime.
Is it?
Yeah.
No way.
I'm going to watch that when I go home.
I have a big nostalgia for the original Predator because it's the first Predator is the first over 18s film I ever saw.
Oh.
My dad recorded it on our UPC box and sat down and watched it with them, and I was like, that was fucking awesome. That film was so good. And even still, I'm like, obviously I don't think it's as good as I was when I... Jesus Christ. Obviously I don't think it's as good as I did when I was like 10 or whatever age I was when I saw it. But it's still a banging action film.
Oh, yeah. Arnie and
the muscles.
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers is so good.
Weathers, yeah.
No, what? Yeah. No,
Carl
what's...
Weathers.
Is that his name?
Yeah. From Arrested Development. Carl Weathers. Is it Weathers or something else? Carl Weatherman. It's not Carl Weatherman. It's Carl Weathers.
We'll look this up right now.
And he swindles Tobias out of cash for the entire series.
Oh my god, he is in Arrested Development.
Yeah.
When you said that, I thought you were making a joke, and then they hit me. He's like, oh no, he is in it.
They show clips from Predator in Arrested Development of Carl Weathers getting his arms blown off.
Yeah, Carl Weathers, yeah.
And the whole thing is he's really cheap, and he flies economy and stuff. And he makes soup from like raw materials, and he scams Tobias out of like money for acting classes. It's so funny.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
that's very good.
Such a good bit.
But yeah, I love the original Predator, and there hasn't really been a good Predator film since, like an actually good one. I don't even think Predators is fine. It's all right. It's kind of shitty, but Prey is the best Predator film
in a while
since the first one.
yeah. Not too hard, but it is a pretty good film.
I just don't understand how there hasn't. It's such a simple concept.
Aliens.
Alien comes down. It's the best hunter. It hunts humans. Humans fight back. How is that so hard?
Yeah, like they seem to, they make a balls of it every time. But this one is it does it well. It well. It's a cool setting, stuff like that. Follows, what's her name? I don't know any of the names of this.
I have no idea what any names are. It follows Nina or something like that. I'll double check that.
Nina.
Something with an N. Of course, now my Wi-Fi doesn't
follows Nancy.
Fucking work.
The Native American warrior, who is a woman.
Convinced. I'm actually convinced that the Wi-Fi in my house is actually getting worse.
We got new Wi-Fi. We doubled our speeds. The other day.
Out of that, our letterbox has just gone to shit.
Let me have a look.
It follows Naru,
yeah. Naru, and she is a woman. First of all,
she's a woman.
She's a woman, and she's obviously subject to the
gender roles.
The gender roles in her society, which back in the day, that was clearly a thing.
It's like you are a gatherer, or you're really good at medicine. You're not a fucking hunter.
Yeah, don't go hunting.
We men, we're the hunters. But she's pretty good at hunting.
Yeah, suddenly the men become the hunted.
Yeah, they get butchered.
And there is a predator on the loose who is falling down from the sky.
Hey, Mark, take a seat.
What?
Hey, Mark.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing here?
What's the man's name?
Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
You're trying to have sex with that Native American girl.
What did you mean by... Do you ever see the one where your man's like...
They're all very funny.
Yeah, all of them are. But the one where he brought fucking shaving cream and a razor.
Some of them are really dark. Some of them are hilarious. Some of them are just really dark.
Oh, some of them be like, this man needs to be put into a chair.
Yeah. Ever see the one where the guy's naked? He walks in naked.
Oh, no.
Like butt naked. And Chris Hansen comes in. He's like, you might want to cover yourself up and just walk outside. And he just gets arrested straight away.
Grim.
Butt naked on national TV.
Grim.
You got deported straight away after.
Oh, yeah.
It's like... It's almost... anyway, but we're talking about Prey. And, the Predator comes down. She sees him landing in his ship. you know, and she's no one believes her, obviously,
yeah,
because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Also, because it's like aliens.
Also, because they're like, what are you talking about? These monsters and ghosts and shit. That's not real.
Yeah, because she interpreted it as a sign that she was like maturing.
Yeah, as a sign that she's gonna learn how to hunt or something like that.
Yeah.
And she kind of just wanders off and then stumbles into the predator as it butchers a bear that's about to kill her.
The setup's very cool.
Man, the whole like everything about the predator is so well done. I love like the Predator's tech in this because it's different tech to the one in the original film.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like slightly different tech. Like his helmet's different.
Yeah, it does look different. Yeah.
Even his face and stuff like that is slightly different. Like it's, I don't know, because I've never, you know, there's like comics to Predator and stuff like that. Yeah. I've never touched any of that shit. But maybe there's some lore there as to like different races of Predator or something like that.
Maybe just advanced in what this is set in like what the 1700s.
Yeah, 1600s.
And the original is set in what?
The 80s, is it?
The 80s, yeah. So like,
yeah, 300 years though to evolve a very different face though.
Maybe just wearing a mask.
True. No, he's not. He's not. He takes off the mask.
Oh yeah.
His whole face is different.
Yeah, different races of predators. Yeah, I think there are. Yeah.
I think there are. Yeah. Sure, that is actually in the Predator. There's a super predator that's really big.
The super predator.
Yeah, it's literally called the super predator. It's the laziest fucking film I've ever seen.
The mega predator.
But it's just a good. It's I actually think it's the best action film of the year. I think it's a better action film than Top Gun because there's more action in it.
Really?
Yeah, more. I prefer hand-to-hand shit. No, that's a lie. I love things driving fast. I think I said that last week. Where it's like my favorite thing.
You just totally 180 in like 5 days.
No, but I just think there's more action in it, and it's like the Predator butchers people. There's one scene in like an ash-filled forest. Awesome. That is everything I've wanted from a Predator film.
Yeah, it is very. It's a cool vibe. It's a good setting as well. It's kind of a, I think we said it before. There's not a lot of set around that time,
No, there's
but
not.
It's a very cool time. It's like something. I remember what did I watch? The Last of the Mohicans.
Yes.
It's probably the only film that I've seen which is set at the same time period, where it's like you have the frontier between the natives and the French trappers and like the British colonists coming in from like the east. It's a very cool time period. First World War basically as well, but like there's barely anything set. There's barely anything like known about it in like the public imagination. It's just not really taken advantage of, and this story really does because it's just kind of because it's using like the element of the unknown, like the alien invasion. At the same time, you also have like the colonists and the trappers and stuff like that. So they're being encroached from like several different sides.
Yeah,
you have the superstition and like the gender roles, and it's like all these different things coming into kind of dovetailing into. It's just kind of it's just satisfying.
Yeah.
It's a good premise, it's a good setup, and it's executed very well.
It's just a good movie, like
it's just a good movie. It's nothing crazy, like something.
It's not mind blowing about it.
Yeah, it's not going to blow your mind, but it's a good. It's definitely worth watching.
It's a great 7 out of 10 film.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's not that long either.
No, it's only 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is like, they said that they want to do more stuff like this, which like that's all I want.
Who's the guy who did this? He's the guy who did 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yes, he is. I don't know his name.
But it's his first film since that, for some reason. Because that was really well received. It was huge box office.
He's a good director.
Well, yeah, he's 2 for 2, like.
Surely, I think he's got something else as well. David Trachtenberg. 10 Cloverfield. No, not even. Weird.
Very strange.
He did a Black Mirror episode. Playtest. I didn't watch that one.
Snooze.
And Portal, No Escape, which is some short film. Weird. He's only done 2 things, and they're both very good.
They're both bangers. Yeah, they're both using it's like fucking grinding up like standard studio fare and turning it into something that's actually worth watching, which is really admirable. Which is a huge skill, which maybe they don't seem to have copped on the fact that he's actually good at it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they will cop onto it and like overdo it, and they'll give him the next Jurassic Park or fucking Avatar 6 or something like that.
Oh, give him Jurassic Park. That is a show, actually.
It's like, it'd be shit.
Oh, it would be shit.
It would be shit.
Because that's just a studio thing. There's too much money. There's way too much money to go into Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And even this is a... Jesus, I got hiccups now. This is a pretty low key film. Like I don't kind of imagine the budget to this film was major. Fucking hell. Because also like some of the CGI in this film is dodgy.
Terrible. A lot of it is really bad.
That bear looked good in some shots, and then all of a sudden it would look like ass.
Yeah. A lot of the animals and stuff. The wolf.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just looked terrible. Like the scene where the predator kills the wolf. That just looked shy.
Yeah.
You know.
But then the actual predator itself, when it was like, oh god damn it, hold on a second. The actual predator itself, though, like when it's invisible and stuff like that, looks good. Although I don't know how hard it is to fuck up something being invisible.
Well, it could have looked a lot worse, I think.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Easy.
You know, I think maybe it was a bit too, maybe heavy-handed. You know, maybe it could have been like a bit like more invisible. I think that would have been cool. But instead, he's kind of walking around like a mech suit.
Oh yeah.
Half the time, which is
it's
a bit weird. But no, it's good and it's great kind of character development stuff. And you know, good action.
Good action. That's all that you want.
You can't beat it.
Good set pieces.
Yep.
But yeah. Oh god, what else do we have on this list?
How do we off ramp from this?
I'll tell you something I was watching. I watched The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, which one was it?
It was good. It was good and pretty ugly. Oh. Yeah, I've seen this film years ago, but did not like it because I was like 14 and I'd heard like, oh, this is the best cowboy film ever made. And I watched it, I was like, this thing is boring. And I didn't really understand like the plot or anything. I didn't know what was going on because I was like half paying attention to it. But this time, you know, I'm older and I've seen the other, what are they called? Few Dollar More trilogy?
Yeah, a fist.
It's a fistful of dollars, a few dollars more, and then The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, which like low-key kind of annoys me, but also it's a very good title for what it is. But why is it part of this trilogy? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Clint Eastwood, you know, he's back.
He's a cool guy.
And Sergio Leone, who I have seen a few films by. I think he did Once Upon a Time in America, didn't he? That's alright. But
it's a 4-hour. We're gonna get into that one.
I think I already talked. Did I already talk about that film? I think I did. Surely I did.
Yeah.
Surely I did. I watched that film ages ago. Surely I talked about it on the podcast.
I
didn't watch a 4-hour film not to talk about it on the podcast. But the have you ever seen this film?
No.
Have you ever seen any of the trilogy?
No.
From what I remember, first film. I think the first film I preferred to the second one, I think, off the top of my head. But the third one is the best one, easily. It's just, like, filmmaking. Like,
Kino.
Like, I have my doing two chef hands here when I'm saying this. Just, like, slow shots to build up tension extremely well. Like, the opening of this film is just two men across like this like kind of shitty small town, and then one guy on the other side, and they're both walking up to each other. Really, I think it takes like 4 minutes or something for them to meet, and it's like cutting between their faces, and they're all both sweating, and then they turn into a saloon, and then a gunfire breaks out, and then Tito, is that his name? Tino. Look up his name. Something like that. Tino, the ugly.
The Mexican guy.
The Mexican guy. He jumps out and he was like, bow, the ugly or whatever. And then, you get to see the bad guy, whatever the fuck his name is. I need to look up these characters' names. And then Blondie, which is Clint Eastwood. Tuco and Angel Eyes, which is the bad. Just the introduction to all those characters is so well done, and that takes up about like 20-ish minutes of the film. And it's just about some guy found a bunch of gold with the army, and he buried it in a grave. And he's dying, and he tells Tuco where the grave is, what graveyard it is, and where the graveyard is. But he dies, and he tells Blondie which grave it is. So Tuco's trying to kill Blondie at that stage, and he's like, fuck, Blondie, don't die, because I need you to stay alive so we can do this together.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Angel Eyes is trying to figure out in a different way where the graveyard is, and then it all culminates at the graveyard in one of the best finales to a film ever, one of the best endings to a film ever as well. Such a satisfying ending. And It's just up until like an hour into the film nearly, it's just kind of just fucking about basically until they, find out about the gold, and then the plot really kicks in. But there's just like the music and like the shenanigans that the characters get into. It's more or less a like vague romantic comedy between Tuco and Blondie.
Nice.
Like they hate each other, but they also love each other.
They're also bros, man.
And then Angel Eyes is just a bastard.
Yeah, is he the bad?
He's the bad. Yeah. And he's bad. Like he'll get his information. He'll like tell you he's not gonna kill it. Like the way that they introduce him is he rocks up to this like poor fella's house, and he's like, Frank told me that you said something, whatever. What do you know? And the guy tells him everything he knows, and then he's like, I'll pay you $1,000 to kill your man and not me. And then Angel Eyes is like, well, you know me, man. I always, want to take a job. I finish it out, and then he just guns that dude down.
Yeah.
Then he goes after Frank, and he tells Frank everything he knows. And he's like, oh, it's funny. He offered me $1,000 to kill you. And the other guy's like, what an idiot. And Angel Eyes is like, man, when I accept the job, I see it through. And then he guns down him as well. It's bad.
Well, he sticks to his word.
He has morals, but they are a bit skewed. So he's just like someone that you can't trust at all. And there's just so many good set pieces and just like great shenanigans. But the music in this film,
yeah,
so good.
Ennio Morricone.
Like everyone knows the music in this film.
Oh, it's so accurate.
I've been practicing all week.
Yeah.
And Ecstasy of Gold is also one of like the best pieces of music put to film.
Which one's that again?
It's the one where Tuco's in the graveyard and it's just
how's it go? Yeah.
It's how does it go again? How does it go again? Oh wait, I actually can't remember how this piece of music goes.
We'll get this.
All I'm thinking now is the opener. That's all that's caught in my head now. No, I can't even. Wait. I'll play the start of it because I stopped doing the music when we were introducing in the break because we kept getting copyright claims.
Yeah.
Like every single time I did it, we would get a copyright claim. So I'll just play a little bit of this song and then we'll that one. You know this one?
No.
You don't know this one? So good. Hopefully that 4-second clip isn't enough to get us fucking copyright claimed. Although we never got copyright claimed for that Marky, what the fuck is
Marky and the Funky
Yeah, we didn't get copyright claim for that intro.
We don't get it on Spotify, so it's the main thing, isn't it?
No, we didn't get it on YouTube.
Yeah, well, fuck them. I will intervene on our behalf.
Yeah. My name's Marky Mark. But yeah, just everything. Excuse me. It's just one of those films where like I don't really have like loads to say about it because it is
good.
It's
a classic. It's
one of the all-time great classics. Yeah. It is like the best cowboy film that. No, it's not. I was gonna say it's the best cowboy film I've ever seen, but The Assassination of Jesse James is.
Yeah.
That's the best cowboy film ever made.
Well, that's like an anti-western, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is just a pure straight
This is
western.
pure straight up western.
Yeah.
And it's it's banging. It's it has this kind of there's this whole like thing in the film because it takes place during the Civil War, and there's like it kind of has this message, not really message, but this kind of thing in the film.
It's pro-slavery.
It's not pro-slavery, but it's like, man, both sides did suffer. I'm just like, yeah, true. But one side was fighting for slavery.
Well, how does it?
It's like showing like the devastate, like all these. It's mostly the Confederates. Yeah, Confederates are the bad guys. Yeah,
yeah.
It's mostly like Confederate, like showing how the Confederates are getting their shit wrecked by the Union. But like showing us like, oh, look at like all these injured soldiers and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, but
yeah.
They kind of have it coming.
There was a lot of crazy massacres and stuff for no reason. People killing each other. There's no laws out in the West.
Oh my God, no. Wild West, you joking?
It literally was a Wild West. There was no law for a while. Lincoln was like, I am the law. Killing random cunts, you know.
Yeah, just why not?
Yeah, why not?
You could do it.
Yeah, back in the day it was acceptable.
I feel like a lot of, although isn't that something that Jesse James is kind of like a reaction to, is like the glorification of the South. Or like Southern heroes.
He is the glorification of the South. Yeah. He's the folk hero of the lost cause.
Because like I really feel like that is it's certainly a thing in this film where where it is like, look at all these, you know, soldiers that are getting like, they're, you know, all bloodied, and like it like slowly pans across and it's got this kind of sad music that plays. But it's like, yeah, but they're
the bad guys.
They're the bad guys.
Yeah.
And I've heard about what's that film called? The Searchers?
Yeah, The Searchers. The Searchers is, very...
Apparently that film's real racist.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it, but apparently it's class, though, but...
Yeah, it's a good movie, but it is literally just the white savior trope. And John Wayne is mixed in with all that.
That doesn't help.
John Wayne was even more, like, right-wing than, like, Eastwood or any of them, you know? He was very much like he was the American Ubermensch.
Oh, John Wayne's was a fucking psycho.
Oh, straight up fascist, yeah. But,
did you ever see that clip? You know when Marlon Brando won his Oscar and he got the Native American to walk up?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about that? It doesn't. I don't think there's any photos of it.
Or
maybe there is photos of it. I just never seen them. John Wayne had to be restrained from, like, he was wanting to get up onto the stage to attack her. Yeah.
Oh, the guy was crazy. Yeah, literally insane. A man out of time because he belonged to like the fucking 16th century.
Yeah,
which is why
he was a cowboy.
Yeah, which is why people liked him. Well, he was a pretend cowboy. He was just a random guy.
He thought he was a cowboy.
Yeah, he thought he was.
He's a wannabe.
Yeah. But
it beat the shit out of John Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, he's a big guy.
I bet you he was 5'6".
Oh, I think he was like actually properly tall. Because in The Searchers, he just towers over everybody.
Yeah, but Gandalf towers over everyone in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. They have wearing boots. But yeah, he's that whole the stoic American. He's a strong white.
Oh fuck, he is big.
He's a big guy, like
1.9 meters. How big is that in feet?
It's like 6'4" or something.
6'3".
6'3". That's not that big.
He's only got 3 inches on 4, but we'll say 3.
He's pretty round up.
3.5.
He's max 6'1".
He's definitely rounded up. Clint Eastwood is also 6'3". Jeez.
Yeah, he's a bit lithe though. Pretty skinny man.
He's like, yeah. That's whatever about like Clint Eastwood because of his height, real cool. Dude's made of fucking paper mache though. He's not jacked, you know.
I could take it.
Yeah, you definitely could. Get him in the knees.
Clint. Yeah, I could take it because
especially now.
He's an 85-year-old man calling you out. He has a son, Scott Eastwood, who's in all the superhero movies now as well.
Scott Eastwood, I don't know him.
Yeah, he just looks like Clint Eastwood.
I say, yeah.
He does the whole thing with the photo shoots, black and white, and he has like a cigar in his mouth. It's like, get your own bit, you know?
Yeah,
like,
come
that is
on.
So pathetic.
Don't take your dad's bit.
So pathetic.
Oh my god, he does look like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, he's a spitz. He's in a few superhero movies.
He's in The Longest Ride.
The Longest Ride.
He's also in Gran Torino. Come on, bro.
Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Ever see that?
No.
I've only seen clips and it looks absolutely dog shit.
Doesn't it?
It looks so bad. The acting, the dialogue is just really bad from what I've seen.
Yeah, just from what I've seen of it. I've never seen the film, but everything I've seen about it looks terrible.
Yeah. But I think it was nominated at least. I don't know if it won any Oscars. But it was big back in the day. But
do you reckon that's a white savior film as well?
I'm not sure. Well, it is, isn't it? Yeah, because it's about.
Surely it is.
It's about him fending off Asian gangs and saving a girl, isn't it?
And saving a local, like the neighbors or something.
A local Asian woman.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm Clint Eastwood. Get the fuck off my lawn. It literally is about him telling people to get off his lawn.
The ultimate boomer.
Yeah.
Impact. What the fuck is this?
He has a squint.
Yeah.
His eyes must be fucked.
How old is Clint Eastwood? How old do you reckon he is?
91.
He's 92.
He's 92?
Yeah.
Wow, that was close.
Or he might be 91 right now. No, he's 92 now because May 31st is his birthday.
I'm so close.
Yes, you were for folks.
Clint. What a guy. Well, not really, but anyway.
I haven't seen that many Clint Eastwood films, to be fair, but this one's pretty good. Good and bad. I mean, obviously, it's like considered like one of the best films ever made, so,
yeah,
he kind of deserves it. Do you watch anything else?
I'd look at a film called La Jetée.
I've like seen this film, but it's
been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's the basis for 12 Monkeys, which is how a lot of people would know it. 12 Monkeys, which is a film that we never watched, but we were told to watch a very, very long time ago.
Yeah, by some dude.
18 months ago. We never got around to it. I still haven't seen it. As Brad Pitt in it and stuff. It's from like the year 2000. But La Jetée is a short film, 30 minutes. It's 28 minutes long. A French film of the French New Wave.
Yeah.
La Nouvelle Vague or Vague or whatever it's called.
I actually don't think I finished this film when I watched it.
No?
I think I fell asleep.
Yeah. I could see that, but it is. I thought it was good. I thought it was engaging and stimulating. But yeah, it's part of the new French New Wave. This guy called Chris Marker. Sounds like an American guy. But he was actually this French guy who fought in the resistance against the Nazis and stuff. And he was part of the what's called the left bank of the New Wave, which is like the way you have like Godard and Truffaut and people like that who are like like not household names, but a lot of people know who they are. So if you're into film, you know who they are.
Yeah.
And they're a lot more commercially successful and stuff. But the left bank is like more kind of DIY stuff like that. Trying to be as experimental as possible, push the boundaries of the medium. And they had they're called the left bank because they had sympathies with like leftist philosophy and stuff.
Fucking commies.
They were communists. Well, so was Godard, I suppose. But like, anyway, yeah, Marker was like he met Andre Bazin, the film theorist.
Oh,
he was mates with him, because they wrote for a Marxist film journal called Esprit, and he kind of outlined his film philosophy there. But yeah, La Jetée is, I think it's one of his first big films.
I think you're right.
Yeah, yeah. Because the year
did he do Sans Soleil or is that
Sans Soleil? Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I have to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, he got in big trouble in 1961 because he went to Cuba immediately after the revolution and made propaganda films for Fidel Castro. And he got banned from America and stuff like that. And people were like, you piece of shit. But then like the next year he makes this film, La Jetée, which is like nothing to do with anything, which I've just talked about. It's a film. It's a
time travel film.
It's a time travel film. Yeah, it's a science fiction film about this guy who's in post-apocalyptic Paris after World War III. Everything's irradiated and people live underground. And he's like a convict. He's been convicted of some crime, which I don't think is really discussed. But he's been sentenced to death. But he's been selected for an experiment that they're running where they're trying to get people to send back in time to warn the past to like not make the mistakes that they made. And they pick him because he has this obsession with the idea of this woman that he saw in Orly Airport, which is a real airport. I was in it a while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's shit. It's a kip. But yeah, when he was a kid, he saw this woman on like the.
It was on the way to Primavera, was it?
Yeah. It's a shithole. But yeah, he saw this woman on the jetty at Orly Airport, and it's been stuck in his mind. He can envision it very vividly. So they pick him to go through the experiment, send him back in time, and he meets up with the woman, and like he becomes friendly with her. And he goes back multiple times, but from her perspective, he's just like coming back every now and then, and just hanging out with her, and then leaving again, but like all within a very short space of time. And then he goes into the future and stuff like that. The future people are like kind of like aliens. He can't really understand them. They also have the ability to travel back in time. He basically runs out of his. He exceeds his usefulness for the scientists who are doing the experiment, and they're going to execute him. But the people from the future intervene. They're like, we will do you a favor because of the sacrifice you're making for mankind or whatever. And he's like, I want to go back to the past. I want to live in this idyllic moment, which I've been obsessed with my entire life.
Yeah.
And there's this whole twist. I'm not going to spoil the twist because it is something I think people should. It's worth watching. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's 28
minutes.
Yeah.
There's a really cool twist at the end. But I think what makes the film like really exceptional, not in just in terms of like its relation to 12 Monkeys and all that kind of stuff. It's the way its use of form. Like you've seen.
Yeah.
Like it's not a motion picture.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Which is really cool.
Which is not like whenever you hear about this film, like in terms of like, you know, film people talking about it, it's like, oh, it's the greatest sci-fi film ever made. You know, it's this, it's that. So I was like, and there is like a solid plot to it, but it's voiceovers and still shots.
Yeah, it's still photography, beautifully shot photography, and it's basically just a photo montage. It's almost like the film, the story is told as if it was a photo album, nearly.
Yeah.
Which is still like there's no one taking the pictures.
I never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's done really, really well. But it like the reason it's done like that. Marker was talking about, is his name Marker? Is that what I said?
Sure.
Yeah, Chris Marker. But anyway, he because he was trying to kind of tie into the theme of like time and
time is a snapshot.
The temporal nature of film and stuff like that. Because, you know, you go back to like Eisenstein. Eisenstein has the theory of dialectics or dialectical cinema, where you have the two frames.
Yeah.
Like film, all of cinema is just about illusion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the illusion of motion between frames. So you have 24 frames in a second, but they're all individual frames and they're blurred to give the illusion of motion. Obviously, it's not actually moving. It's just the frames. They're all still images. And this film like just basically slows it down and extends the gap between the frames to the point where each photograph will last like 3-4 seconds. But it like lulls you in this way that like when you watch a film, you don't perceive the cuts really.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see if it's edited well, you don't see the edits. And this is like, it's the exact same, but it's like kind of it's pushing it into your face that there is an edit there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very you can you're watching it and you don't notice, but at the same time you're like, this is a photo album, and you're thinking about it like, why is this like, how is this different?
Yeah.
And how is it also the same as any other film?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of cool like that. Because, you know, going back to the dialectical cinema, the meaning, like the story which you can derive from cinema is in between the frames.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's not what you actually see, it's the meaning that is created through the collision of two different images.
It's the same thing they were talking about with Don't Look Now.
Yeah. It's very similar. And so this thing is literally, it's not taken to like an extreme, like the logical formal extreme, whereas the meaning is literally between, you can see the images move from one to the other. And the story, you obviously have the voiceover, but you don't really need the voiceover. It's all kind of told in a very clear visual form.
Yeah.
And you can read the story in between what you're actually watching, the frames that are shown to you, which is it's just it's a film like kind of or cinema stripped back, in a really interesting way, and a way that's like it's still like appealing. It's not like a totally like film bro kind of like, this is, it's doing something really interesting. Maybe you don't get it. It's really, anyone can watch it.
Yeah,
it's really really digestible.
Yeah,
really really just fun to think about. That's a good sci-fi film. It's not like, it's about communism or whatever. It's about philosophy. It's about life and the meaning of all this.
No, it's about time travel, bro.
It's just about a guy who travels back in time and then he goes forward in time and then he travels back again, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no crazy themes beyond what you can read into it in a artistic sense,
How did it inspire 12 Monkeys?
12
or is
Monkeys
it just a plot?
It's just based on it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not similar in any other way. So like all the...
Like 12 Monkeys is in 2 hours of just still frames, is it?
Yeah. That would be extremely uninteresting, but like imagine if they did that.
Yeah, I think
Brad Pitt,
like this sort of thing would have to be a short film, because otherwise it's just like insufferable, basically. It's the only word for it.
I think he could make a 2-hour film, it just no one would watch it. But like
fucking so boring.
I don't think it would. Like based on watching this, I thought it was very good.
Because like when I watched it, I kind of fell asleep because I was like visually. Maybe I was watching it because maybe I watched it and I was just tired. But like visually, it is just like
there's not a lot going on.
You're basically looking at photographs for half an hour with narration over it, and it was not what I was expecting when I was sat down to watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, oh yeah, one of the best sci-fi films ever made. Knocking on, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I didn't know anything about the film in terms of that. So like, I was just sitting there watching it. I just fell asleep watching it.
Yeah,
because the voices are very monotone.
Yeah,
they're not.
It's just some French guys. It's just like yeah, and then he went back to the past,
It's like,
and then it's like World War III and stuff like that.
And then there was nukes.
Yeah, way. But I thought it was good. I think it does demand more.
I do need to rewatch it.
I don't think because I know what you mean in terms of like if you watch it and you're not like watching it, it's kind of hard because it does demand more in terms of like you literally have to imagine more in your head, like in your mind's eye, because there isn't as much visual feedback as you're used to with the film. You know, there's like not really a lot to. Your eyes don't really track anything. Mm-hmm. You're just kind of seeing the images. Yeah. From frame to frame. But like that has its own place. You know, like that's perfectly valid form. Very, very important.
100%.
Chris Marker, he only died in 91 in 2012. I didn't even know that. He was so old.
Jesus, that's old.
Very, very influential. Hugely influential filmmaker. But yeah, he died very recently. So, interesting stuff. I'll have to watch Sans Soleil as well.
I don't know if he did that, though.
He did.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll have to give that you as well. Because that's also like 20 minutes long as well. That's way more, from what I know about it, it's way more stream of consciousness. It's like its whole thing.
Yeah,
stream of consciousness. Which kind of reminds you of Mirror, the Tarkovsky film. I kind of want to rewatch that. Just from what you're saying about like, there's something like, because when we talk about like films like Prey, which is just like, yeah, it's a good film. It is like highly enjoyable, but I think it's important to sprinkle in those mad like pretentious films in there, those mad experimental films that are like really like testing like the medium of filmmaking and stuff like that. I think that's really important because it makes you think.
It just it makes you enjoy things in ways that you maybe didn't before. Because a lot of it will fall flat, but same with everything, trial and error. And if you find something that actually works for you, or just generally in like an aesthetic or whatever, or a form, then like it's a whole new dimension to whatever you're watching, like, or whatever you're consuming, or whatever you're interacting with. You know, experimental stuff is just, it's way like Prey is a good movie. It's a good movie, but like it's not something that you know.
I'm not gonna be thinking about it.
Yeah, you wouldn't think about it. You wouldn't talk. There's not really a lot to say about it. There's not really. It's just kind of something you watch. It's something you consume.
Yeah.
Whereas like Jetée is like. There's like you can spring onto other things from that, and you can like there's like reading, there's material written about it.
Yeah.
There's other films which are related in the same kind of vein. There's stuff that kind of sprung from Marker's work into like different genres and different kind of approaches. So you know, all has its own place. So
100%.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to like everything, but try and appreciate everything.
Yeah, exactly.
For what they are. I want to go for a break because I'm real sweaty. We go for a break.
Let's do it.
And now on to the news section of the podcast. We're going to be looking at Marvel.
Again.
Because there's fuck all else really in the news. No films have been really announced in the past few weeks. So
Olivia Newton-John died. See that?
Oh yeah, that's very sad. I don't know what else she's in besides Grease, but she was Sandy, so that's... I can't believe that, like... And like, not this. I know this sounds really bad, but like, you see John Travolta nowadays, and you're like, how the fuck did he outlive?
How is he alive? Yeah,
that's all that Scientology pumping him in with uranium or something, keeping him going.
Adrenochrome, yeah. But yeah, she's dead anyway. Or rest in peace.
R.I.P.
But
we're gonna be talking about the recent expose piece, kind of written by Gizmodo.com. Probably pronounced that wrong. Abuse of VFX artists is ruining the movies. More specifically about MCU films.
Terrible special effects.
Because we've been talking, every time we talk about Marvel films, only recently, I feel like in the past like 2-ish years or so, it's been like, man, the green screen and the special effects
rubbish
are bad. Or like, at the very least, incredibly inconsistent.
yeah. Like they mentioned the art, I haven't seen now. The last one I probably saw, I think it was Endgame, and like the special effects were shit in that, but like not exceptionally bad that you'd notice for a movie. It was just like a normal blockbuster, which with too much special effects. But the ones I've seen, the clips I've seen recently, like the one from Thor, I couldn't believe that was real. Couldn't believe that was real.
Yeah,
you know, it's absolute dog shit. Like there's like there's people that were active in the media production society in DCU.
Yeah, they could have
done better job than a lot of the clips I've seen, which is just absolutely crazy. It doesn't make any sense considering the amount of money that's behind it. But yeah, based off the article, it seems to be a combination of like lack of unionization, globalization, various things, you know, tax incentives, all these different things. Crunch. Yeah, pushing the profit margins down for small VFX houses and stuff, which because they outsource all these things to different companies, who bid on them, you know, so they kind of need the work because it's monopolized so much. It kind of reminds me of
it's gone.
Riff. It's like you know the way like Amazon monopolized books online, and then raised the prices. And the way Disney Plus worked as well. It started at what, €5,
something like
now
that,
it's up to €9. Netflix as well. Like you can kind of understand that though, because that was like an emerging. That's a new medium. Or was when they first started. But Disney specifically put the the cost to subscribe to their streaming service Disney Plus at a very low price to get people in. And then they raise it once they have people trapped basically in the subscription service. It's kind of like that with the movies, where it's like they have such a huge monopoly on blockbusters at the moment that they don't need to make good films or to have a good product really at all.
They're gonna make money regardless.
Yeah, it's not that important what the effects look like because people still watch it. People still go see it. People still pay. You know, this is She-Hulk is the one that is mentioned in the article. For like the most recent example of someone or of a project which had a lot of backlash for bad CGI. But She-Hulk's coming out on Disney Plus. Everyone's already subscribed to that.
Doesn't matter.
Everyone already watches the Disney Plus Marvel shows and stuff. So it really doesn't matter what the effects look like.
No.
At all. Like they are bad, but like Disney don't care.
Yeah, why
it
would
doesn't
they?
affect them.
I think it only really affect their actual cinema releases, and like they don't seem to be slowing down at all to allow for the VFX companies to, like, you know, be actually able to produce good VFX. They're just pumping these things out every fucking like 2-3 months. You're getting a new Marvel film, 2-3 fucking TV shows, and like just the inconsistency is crazy. Like that, like just from the trailer of She-Hulk. At times, She-Hulk looks alright. At other times, she looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, it looks really weird.
Bruce Banner looks fucking terrible as well.
Yeah, because she's big, right? She's bigger than...
She's big.
Yeah.
She's a big lady.
She looks really weird. It's really strange.
Her face looks weird.
Really weird, yeah.
There's something uncanny.
Yeah, you know.
Which, like...
There's also way too much going on. There's like 4 different characters.
Yeah, that's... I don't want to
it's like, this is this random character from this movie that you might have seen. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, what? How many people actually care about that? I don't know. I think it's just a marketing thing. It's like, you should see this other movie that this guy's also in.
But like this is getting away from VFX. But like, my God, with Marvel, it's like nothing. Like the film that you're watching at this moment in time does not matter. What it matters is what it's going to lead up to. But what about what you just fucking watched? What about what you just consumed? Was that good? Not what it leads to.
What about the present, man? You know.
But like that's like the VFX in Marvel is shoddy. It's
dirt.
It's dirt. It's wildly inconsistent, and it's because they are like, what was the article said? Like 50%. 50% of all VFX production houses are working for Marvel or something like that.
Yeah.
What?
That's not right.
That's an entire industry basically employed by Marvel, and it looks like ass.
Yeah, and they can do whatever they want because there's not enough laws to stop them. You know, they basically control a small section. Well, not it's even a small section really. Like, it's billions of dollars a year. It's like quite a large chunk of the American economy, like, or like the Western economy, like, which just is not right. It's not correct.
Fucked up.
But the Marvel, we were on the Marvel hate train for quite a while before people.
Everyone's
hopped
hopping on now.
Everyone's hopping on.
Everyone's
choo
hopping on.
Choo choo. We called them out before. So.
Don't worry, there's space on this bandwagon for more.
Yes.
Everyone hop on. Let's take these pricks down.
Yeah.
Do you think? Because I was only thinking about this. Do you think will a Marvel film ever flop? Like bomb?
Yeah, it would have to coincide with a global economic meltdown.
Yeah.
like an actual, like the industry, if they when they bomb, like they will bomb eventually. Disney will fall apart. When that does happen, or it'll be broken up or something. But when that does happen, it will coincide with a total like collapse of the entire industry.
Yeah, World War III will break out then or something.
Yeah. Like realistically, probably, yeah. You know, it might maybe Disney be nationalized in a World War III scenario to like for propaganda. Honestly, that is probably what would happen in some kind of scenario where maybe war with China breaks out. They have to pick a side. I don't know if Disney might split into two, where
two factions,
the Chinese faction and then the American faction, and they both Imagineers, or they're engineering consent with the public.
China, like it's gonna be like a civil war. Like there's gonna be in years to come
a real civil war.
No, but like
the end game.
Like Captain America that is produced by the Chinese out.
He sides with China. Iron Man sides with America. That's the only scenario I could see it happening, and I think that will happen as well. That's my prediction. I think that will happen. Like World War III. Will lead to the end of Disney.
Yeah. I'd buy it. But like, I wonder, like, what's the closest? Let's see if we can find this out. What is the least amount? Like, how would you even describe this? Lowest grossing Marvel film.
Yeah. Ant-Man, maybe.
14 of the lowest grossing MCU films at the box office.
Way too long.
Incredible Hulk, that doesn't matter. Captain America doesn't matter. Black Widow, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But even at this, lowest grossing, 39 million.
379 million, isn't it?
402.
This is going up. Oh, it's starting at the bottom.
Oh, is it starting? Well, I don't count that because the fucking...
Incredible Hulk doesn't count.
Incredible Hulk doesn't count. And Captain America, I'm not counting that either. Black Widow, I'm not really counting that either because that was on Disney+. Okay, Eternals.
Yeah.
Eternals is the first one.
Which
and then
was...
Shang-Chi, which is the two newest ones.
Uh-huh.
But they're also just after the pandemic, so... Ant-Man and the Wasp, I'm counting, right, that's... But even at that, $622 million.
What the hell?
Guardians of the Galaxy, before the movie premiered, it wasn't clear whether or not it would be successful. That's their biggest.
Since this was the MCU's first space opera, like this really annoys me when they do that. It's like, well, this is kind of like
they're just using words.
This is the MCU Western. This is an MCU black comedy. They're all the same film. They're all the exact same. There's like Guardians of the Galaxy is slightly different to what came before, but it is now like every other film since Guardians of the Galaxy is a parody of Guardians of the Galaxy. You know?
Yeah.
Like, just smire me for no reason. It's stupid.
See, I wouldn't even count, like... See, the bottom ones are all the very first films, like Incredible Hulk, Captain America, Ant-Man, Thor... Okay, Thor Dark World.
Doctor Strange, quite low, I have to say.
Yeah, but...
I must say.
People didn't even like Doctor Strange.
Iron Man 2, dog shit. But yeah, that's a long time ago now. Those are some depressing numbers.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, 500 million.
It's like, oh no, the Incredible Hulk only made 134 million in the domestic box office. That's revenue. After inflation, Incredible Hulk is still more, 175 million. Fucking hell. Yeah, grim scenes. So they're still a long way off of fucking flopping.
Oh yeah. No, it will require a total collapse. You know, there's no other. You know, it's such a monopoly. It's its own. They run their own government. You know,
they run the world, bro.
Within that industry. Yeah, they're backed. They're backed by the state, bro.
They're backed by the CIA, man.
CIA, Disney, CIA did the same thing, man. Read up.
It's all the
Do your research.
Bro.
Do your research. Anyway, yeah.
Well, we move on to some listener questions.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. You want to ask us a question, you can hit us up on Instagram or on Twitter at @Paro_pod, or you can hit us up via email, theparopod@gmail.com. Robert has sent us the perfect email. If you want to send a good email, send us a bunch of quick fire questions. That is the best possible way that you can send us an email.
That is a good show.
I will check our Instagram because I actually didn't check to see if you got any questions on Instagram because of this behemoth of a launch of short questions that we got from Robert. No, we didn't. Grant. So, our first question coming up from Robert. What franchise/company will Disney buy next? I feel like video games. I feel like is that the one medium that they don't?
Steam. Imagine that. No, that won't happen.
I know that wouldn't happen, but oh my god, that'd be the worst.
Yeah. They buy like Ubisoft and like one of them because that's a huge industry.
Yeah. I think video games are the most profitable industry.
Something like that, yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
But it's like slightly slept on relative to cinema. I'm pretty sure it is big. It's a bigger industry than just straight movies. They probably are already in video games.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. But like, I say maybe they'll expand further into it. Buy some video game companies.
Yeah.
With video game companies, I can't really think of any off the top of my head besides the big major ones, which Disney probably wouldn't buy. Like, I think Ubisoft is. I think Ubisoft got bought only recently. It did. No, did it? I think it did. I think Microsoft bought it. Ubisoft? No. It's Blizzard. What's up? Blizzard got bought by
Blizzard. Yeah.
Blizzard got bought by Microsoft. So maybe fucking Ubisoft will get bought by Marvel or by Disney. What are the franchises? I mean, unless they bought like stuff that Warner Brothers has, maybe that's what they'll do. They'll buy a few franchises off of Discovery to offset the cost for Discovery.
Yeah. Well, what are they on? Oh,
Bond. They're Warner Brothers.
Yeah. No, Bond is Sony, no? Is it?
No, I think it's. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I think maybe more like the way they did the partnership with Sony for Spider-Man.
Yeah, stuff like that.
They'd go into more. It's like, we'll make the movie for you, and then you can get like some of the profits. But we'll do all the legwork.
We'll do all the work.
Because we have all the money.
We'll exploit all the workers, all the VFX workers.
We have our slaves who are ready to make pixelated graphics.
Yeah.
For your James Bond 27 or whatever. So. One of them.
Sounds good.
Sign me up.
Fuck, marry, kill Leatherface, Freddy, and Jason.
Fuck Jason, marry Leatherface, kill Freddy.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Fuck Freddy, marry Leatherface, kill Jason.
Why?
Well, I think we're. Why are we both saying marry Leatherface?
He's quite domestic, isn't
he?
He'd be very useful.
Yeah,
around the gaff.
Yeah. He's like, I feel like he's a great cuddler.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, bear.
He's this big, strong man,
and he dresses up for gets all hot for dinner.
Yeah, he does it both ways.
Spruces himself up. Great cook. I would fuck Freddy because Freddy can turn into whatever you want him to.
Yeah, but like, what if he turns into his normal face? And you're like, oh,
I'm like, don't do that. It's paper bag job.
Oh man, but then like hand job,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but Jason's like a zombie, a really strong zombie. Like if you give me a hand job and just rip your dick off.
What about Jason from the first movie?
Oh, his mom.
No, the kid.
Oh, the kid.
No, when he delete that. Yeah, the disabled kid who comes out of the lake.
Yeah, true.
No, please. I did not say that.
Yeah, I think between Freddy and Jason, you're right about the hands with Freddy is a bit of an issue.
Jason be quite cold as well, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd say he's a terrible cuddler.
Oh, yeah, he'd be wet and cold.
Yeah, he'd be a really bad snorer as well.
Although I guess
he'd like like, shut the fuck up.
Whereas Freddy was just making like one line. It's like, will you shut up?
Yeah.
Stop making jokes.
At least Leatherface is silent,
Yeah.
He could definitely, like, he's objectively the best marriage choice. Domestic hero, housewife, big, strong, burly, domestic man,
Cook.
Also also doesn't talk.
We'll protect you.
Yeah.
We've seen from Texas Chainsaw 2. He'll protect you. So,
yeah,
I'll take you. Do you want to read the next one there?
Who will be rebooted first, Freddy or Jason?
Jason.
Jason, yeah. Freddy's too hard to reboot, I think.
Also, just because I feel like because the next Friday the 13th will be the 13th Friday the 13th, I think they're going to do that before they do Nightmare on Elm Street. Also, because it's just mad easy just to do the killer. But Freddy's like, dreams and shit, can't be arsed.
Yeah. You have to really go ham on a Freddy one. Whereas Jason's like a blank slate.
It's the same thing.
He's such a non-character.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Predator. Like, you can just...
Yeah.
He's just a hunter, basically. At least in the newest one. What's the other one there? I actually can't read it because Mike's in the way.
Most anticipated movies for the rest of 2022.
Ooh, I don't even know what's coming out at the end of the year. I mean, Nope, but that's coming out this weekend.
Is that only coming out this weekend?
Yeah, here, yeah. It's been out for a while in America, but we're getting it later. So by the time this episode comes out, Nope is already out, and I would have seen it. What other films are even coming out this year?
Avatar 2.
Oh, Avatar 2!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's my answer.
Yeah. Honk for Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
A load of shit films. DC League of Super Pets. Black Panther 2. Shazam 2.
Get rid of all these MCU films, I don't care.
Yeah, my God. That's about it, really.
Yeah.
Elvis already came out.
What, I guess, like...
Puss in Boots 2.
Oh, there we go.
No.
When is...
I know this thing.
You know, 1 second, I need to fix this mic. Have, like, when's festival season? For, like, when we know that, like, you know, these are the... I guess Cannes come out, yeah?
Yeah, that was in May.
I didn't hear anything about it. Did you?
It happens in May.
What won the Palme d'Or and all?
I'll tell you now.
Like, are we gonna get like what are the big festival Oscar film kind of
Triangle of Sadness won it.
Never heard of that.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing
How did we miss that?
Yeah, but you know, I don't think Palme or like Cannes stuff like that gets big buzz or anything. Like you only find out about that afterwards, like a few months afterwards, for some reason, which I don't understand why. Like, you feel like film Twitter be fucking all over that shit. What's that called? Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah. The Wizard of Loneliness.
3.9 on Letterboxd. That's not too good. One of the top reviews is 2.5 stars. Okay, great. That's a great sign. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Halloween 3.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell. That's...
The Grey Man.
Oh, I know I'm going to see that film, and I know I'm not going to like it, and I can't wait.
Did you see the new one, Colleen Kuhn?
Oh, is that the Irish one? Yeah, that's already out.
Yeah.
We should watch that. That's Foster, isn't it? It's an adaptation of Foster.
What's Foster?
It's like a book that people read for Leaving Cert.
Oh.
I think it is. I could be wrong, but I think it's an adaptation of that.
All right. I didn't know that.
It's only a short book, so we can read the book as well. Or I could just get it on Audible. This episode is brought to you by Amazon.
Yeah.
Will the Lord of the Rings show actually be good?
No. Well, it will be good, but it won't be, it won't be anything to write home about.
Fuck, I don't know.
I
think
it'll be good, of course.
Part of me has the feeling that it will... I don't know, are the VFX going to be good in that show?
I'd say so, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
They kind of have to be, don't they? This is their flagship. This is their first big production, isn't it? Really?
Amazon, yeah. Well, Amazon do The Boys and stuff like that, so I don't see why it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
And Fleabag, do they do Fleabag or do they just have it?
I think they just have it. I think it's a BBC
thing. Well, at the very least they have like The Boys. The Boys is good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Boys, but The Boys is meant to be very good. And
you can tell it's good. It's one of those shows you can tell.
Nothing about, from what I've heard of Lord of the Rings show, sounds bad.
Even going rogue as well.
It's just, I actually think it's just easier to hold it for the moment. What was it? Remember we talked about the title card?
Of what?
With the metal going through the wood and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they put a lot of shit into that. Like that was real. That looked like special effects, but it was actually real. So if they're putting that much work into, just the title card and stuff like that, I don't see why it could be bad.
I can't see it being bad.
I don't know who's directing it or who's writing it though. That's the one thing. So in that regard, it could turn out to be shit. But
I'm sure it'll be good. But I'm sure we'll be here in a year's time, and we'll be like, oh yeah, remember that Lord of the Rings TV show?
Remember that thing came out and no one watched it?
Yeah, remember that came out. It was like, it was on Twitter for like 2 weeks, and then everyone just kind of forgot about it.
I was actually watching a video about binge culture and how it destroys TV shows because of that reason.
Yeah.
Like, no one's talking about season 4 of Stranger Things now.
Yeah, it just fell off. Like, it's so manufactured. Well, it's like half and half. But it's like the attention span is like it's childlike. Like the collective cultural attention span,
especially on the internet.
It's
so weird. Like, so much hype about Stranger Things, and it was like a flash in the pan and it's already gone, and no one really, like, obviously people are still talking about it, like, but it's not.
It has like zero cultural gravity or any kind of influence whatsoever,
or any lasting impact.
Yeah, people latch onto something, for like 2-3 weeks, like it's more like a month. If it's like a big production like Stranger Things, or even The Boys, there's like loads of like different memes and stuff surrounding it. It's like it's big hype.
Yeah,
it's a hyped up thing. Better Call Saul kind of had it as well. But like you just like there's no lasting impact at all. It's just that's it.
Yeah, but the one thing I would say is that like I see people talking about The Boys for longer because it's not.
They enjoy it, yeah.
Because they enjoy it, but because also it's released week by week. I'm saying that I actually don't know if that's true, but Better Call Saul is week by week at the very least.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure The Boys is week by week. I think it is.
I think it's also because it's just more organic. I don't think because relative to Stranger Things, like
now The Boys is obviously not as popular as Stranger Things.
Yeah, but as in like the people who like The Boys, are like into it. Like they'll watch it even if they're not getting fucking promoted memes on Instagram.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Like with Stranger Things, so much of that was so forced. It was so obviously manufactured.
They ram it down your throat, don't they?
Yeah. Where like, you think about like Better Call Saul, for example, people are into that, are just really into it, to watch it no matter what. And you have, obviously follows on from Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is still a huge cultural kind of
people still talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, people talk about it. It's been over nearly 10 years. Yeah, it's been over nearly 20 years. Yeah. So it's still going.
So a great meme of Bobby and Paulie sitting beside each other, and right in front of them was Bert and Ernie, and someone had edited their faces to kind of vaguely look like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Very good meme.
That's lasting cultural legacy, which you don't see. Where if a show is big but doesn't have that like kind of staying power, you can tell that it's not. It's big because it's made to be big. It's not big because it's like a kind of organic.
It's kind of like an MCU type of thing.
Yeah.
But I think, will the Lord of the Rings be good? I can see no reason why not.
I say yes.
Will Tesla's board fire Elon Musk?
Absolutely not.
No chance. He makes way too much money for them. Will Morbius appear again? Oh, that's a good question.
Yes, he will.
Yeah. In what capacity?
As a meme.
I think
maybe on like SNL. He'd be like, look at me, I can make fun of myself.
He's gonna be, because is Deadpool Sony?
Yeah, because
there's gonna be
Fox. That's Fox.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Which is now Disney. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
because I was gonna say is that Morbius might show up in the next Deadpool film.
Yeah.
Or like some reference to Morbius will be in Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
100%.
That'd be so. Well, that would be funny, to be fair.
Yeah, it would.
But like, they shouldn't get him in. They should be like, it should be a joke about how bad the film did.
Oh, I think they're gonna get him in for something.
He would ask to come into it.
He got into the whole, like, Jared Leto got onto the whole Morbius, Morbin time.
He killed that meme.
Yeah, as soon as he put it up,
single-handedly killed it. Yeah, it's so funny though for that 3-week period.
It was actually hilarious that he ruined it.
Yeah. But yeah, he will be back. He will reappear.
Definitely, in some shape or form.
Yep, I agree. And our next one: what is the craziest thing you've seen an audience member do in a theater?
Ooh, I don't think I've had any like weird.
I seen someone take off their shoes, take off their socks, and stick their feet up. I was like, "You
that is
pedophile!
Vile.
You pedophile!" I called the guards immediately.
Oh my god! Check that fool's hard drive now. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "Your gaff is being raided at the moment."
Yeah, I am.
I would go home for you.
Yeah.
They are checking the hard drive as we speak.
Yeah, you need it. You're like Trump now, bro. You need to get home. FBI are wrecking your
You've just
gaff
been
up.
raided, man. You want to put on your socks.
The only like craziest thing I've seen an audience member do is like while watching Titan. Like the first 30 minutes of that film were so fucking violent and so like squirm and cringe inducing because of the violence. And then after that, it's like an hour and a half. It's just like a pretty standard enough film. But then with 20 minutes to go, people started getting up to leave. And I was like, you're at the end of this film. And now you decide to leave. Why? And like, not
Did
like
you say that?
Not like what is he saying? What are you doing?
Why are you leaving?
Like it's not even like it was like a large number of people were getting up to leave. It's like, what the fuck is going on? That's not like whatever.
This isn't Cannes, like.
Yeah, like IFI mass walkouts during the screening of Titan. It just didn't make any sense to me. And I think that was kind of crazy. Like, why did you like? You're in here for a 2-hour long film, and at the hour and 45-minute mark, you decide to leave. Like nothing that you're doing, nothing in your life, except for someone dying, obviously. But like, nothing in your life is important enough to get up and leave with 15 minutes left in the film.
Yeah, I just picture you asking them why they're leaving. They're like,
my child died. It's like, I don't care, sit down.
all their kids died.
Yeah, but like, it was like groups of people. It was like different groups. Like it was like someone would get up and leave, and then another group of person would get up to leave, and then another few people get up to leave. I was like, what? Why? Why?
That is messed up.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Wait, have you ever? Probably asked this before. Have you ever walked out of a movie?
No.
Ever? Would you ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I feel like I was sitting there and I'm wasting my time, I'm getting up and leaving. I don't care that I fucking, spent money on this.
Yeah.
Time is the most valuable commodity.
Yeah. Fact.
I was thinking about some film recently that I was like, if I saw this in cinema, I'd walk out.
I was about to ask that, yeah.
If I was in cinema for Alien vs. Predator Requiem, I'd get up and leave. I'm not fucking joking, I'd do that.
Just as the title card comes up.
Yeah, just straight away. You know the way that I'm just going to go back to this film. The way that they shot the opening of that film, it was a reshoot of the ending of the first Alien vs. Predator. They somehow made it look worse. Somehow. It's like a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah.
It looks worse than the original film. Because... everything about that, it's so dark, you can't see anything in that film, and it's like unnecessary violence and whatever. It's shit. It's a bad film. One of the craziest things that, like, I'm not an audience member, but I remember I was up, I think it was my 10th, or could have been my 11th or 12th birthday party, was with a few friends watching a film, and there was a group of girls, like, like teenage girls, whatever, like sitting in front of us, but like probably the same age as us, or maybe like a little bit younger. And they were flashing a torch at us, and one of my mates just got up and walked over to them, and he was like, "If you don't fucking stop that," and like really quiet, is like, "If you don't fucking stop doing that right now, I will get you thrown out of the cinema." And he just sat back down. I was like, Jesus, Dave, that's fucking wild. I can't believe you just did that.
Wait, your dad did that?
No, it's one of my mates. My dad wasn't there. He was like, he was in the cinema.
One of your mates?
One of my mates. I was like, I can't believe you just did that.
Wait, he was 10 years old?
He's like 12, maybe 13.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Fucking, like, it was like...
That's hardcore.
I was like, you're a fucking dad. I was like, fucking hell, man.
This savage. Relax.
Relax, bro. And then Robert's final question is, what is the weirdest MCU thing that got announced? As in, one where you look at it and are like, why is this a thing?
Yeah, Hawkeye made no sense.
That.
Absolutely no sense.
Who asked for that?
There's not a single person on Earth who was like, I'd like to see a 10-hour exposition on the origins and escapades of Hawkeye, of the least interesting character in a very uninteresting film. which wasn't about him as well.
Yeah,
that's the shittest character.
No
the shittest character in an ensemble, and you want a full. You got a series. It wasn't even a movie.
Yeah, just and like I don't think anyone fucking watched it.
Yeah,
even that Falcon and Winter Soldier, like that makes more sense. But I didn't hear anyone talking about that.
Yeah,
Miss Marvel, haven't heard anyone talking about that either.
Yeah, I've only heard of it's usually when people don't like it. Moon Knight, I heard decent things about that.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen it, obviously.
Okay, I'm just looking up like the upcoming things for Marvel. Do you know that they're making a Kraven the Hunter film?
Kraven the Hunter, is that the who's he?
He's one of Spider-Man's villains.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Like in my head, that doesn't make any sense. What do we have here? Black Widow, Shang-Chi. This is Phase 4. Captain Marvel 2. Okay, Captain Marvel 2 doesn't make any sense.
You see they have a Groot film?
It's a TV show. Or like it's a Disney Plus kind of thing.
Fuck that.
So, in Phase 4, we have, starting off with Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Blade.
Oh.
I can't read what that is. Something Quantumania? Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Fantastic Four. And then the TV shows: WandaVision, The Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Secret Invasion, Ironheart, Armor Wars, I Am Groot, The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas.
What's
special.
Ironheart?
No idea. Absolutely no idea. Is it like... Oh, it's female Iron Man.
What the fuck? Who's gonna watch that?
It's Riri Williams, whoever the fuck that is. Ironheart is a fictional superhero character appearing in American comic books. The character was created in 2016. It seems to be like a black teenager Iron Woman. Yeah. But yeah, Hawkeye 100% is the correct answer for that.
Yeah.
Like, who wanted that?
Nobody. Literally nobody. Nobody asked for that.
Madness. And then, do you want to read out Patrick's question there?
Patrick has a final question for the podcast. He is asking, if you could make a Muppet-style movie, but instead of Muppets, every character was a Simpsons character with one live-action human, what would it be?
Prey. I want to watch a bunch of Simpsons characters get mangled by a predator.
Wait, what's being asked here?
So the idea is like
a Muppet-style movie
where like there's one human and everyone else is Muppets, but in this case it'd be one human and everyone else is a Simpsons characters.
Okay, yeah. What would it be? I don't know.
American Pie. Just so I can see some Marge Simpson titties.
Oh yeah, nice one. Yeah, I don't know.
And the dad in American Pie would be the only human character.
Yeah, he doesn't address.
Yeah, he doesn't address anything.
Cartoon characters. I'm going to say Interstellar.
And who is the human?
The human character, Casey Affleck. So it's like completely unexplained. It's Homer in space and he's on the phone to his son. For no reason, he's human.
I would like to think as well that like when he's a kid, when Casey Affleck's character is a kid, I would like to think that like he's a Simpsons like animated character, and then it turns into Casey Affleck.
He grows up, yeah,
and it's like not explained.
The Timothy Chalamet version then is just a cartoon character.
I always forget that it's Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Wild,
it's weird. But and then when what's his name? McConaughey's character. I can't remember his name. But anyway, Homer, he is McConaughey in the film. And when at the end he's like Murph. Yeah, he's like Lisa or Maggie or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Maggie, yeah, definitely. Maggie.
Yeah, and she's like growing up, whatever. But he's trapped in the fourth dimension. But it's he's like full CGI.
Yeah, it's
like in the episode. In the episode, yeah.
Oh, that's actually such a show, bro. Well, I guess he's in the third dimension in that case.
Yeah. That's the new plot. Yeah,
mind blowing. It's like, oh, now it actually makes sense.
He's time traveling through the third dimension.
Bro.
Oh my god, think about it.
Sallow,
yeah. Who's the guy? Who's the human character?
One of the like bishops or whatever the fucking,
The bishops. He's just
one of the leaders.
He's just eating shit from cartoon characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Simpsons. They're all tied up and stuff.
Serbian
Homer.
film.
Oh God. Jesus. Oh my God.
Or Saw.
Saw, yeah.
And Jigsaw is the only like human character. Like.
Or Halloween, but Michael Myers is the only human character.
Any horror film, like I know that like trios of horror films, we do get blood and gore and stuff like that. But like, I want them actually dead.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna read out because I got beef to settle with Hannah, and I know that Hannah's probably not gonna listen to this, but every time I put up the questions on the Instagram, we always get short questions by Hannah, such as why, how, when, where. So I banned her from asking us questions.
Blocked.
So what she did was she sent us an email.
Oh, very nice.
Hi, Paro people. I hope you're well today. I am writing you to express my admiration of your podcast and indeed ask a number of questions while I'm here. First question I have, and perhaps the most compelling, is how.
Interesting.
Following this, I would just like to know why. Finally, if you could please let me know when. So,
okay.
If you want to ask us a question, you can get us up on Instagram or on Twitter.
That's how.
That is the how. The why? Because, God, we are so lonely on this podcast.
We're deeply, deeply lonely.
We need other human interaction. Let us know that you are listening. Like, we're just two dudes speaking into microphones.
Is anyone out there?
We don't even check the anchor anymore. The numbers are so low. We don't even bother.
We don't know what numbers are. We could be completely viral at this stage. We wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know.
I haven't checked in quite a few months.
Never check. I don't know what countries we're trending in.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. All I know is that I'm just a man with another man beside me.
That's it.
Speaking into two microphones in a room that is slowly getting darker as the sun goes down.
It sounds kind of creepy.
So let us know.
Sounds kind of romantic.
It does. It is pretty hot. Like the pre-podcast cuddle is essential to this podcast. So
it's very sweaty today as well.
Yeah. We had to peel off each other. It was gross.
It's all sticky, isn't it?
Oh, sorry about that.
Sure. Anyway.
And what was the other one? Where?
When?
Oh, when? Whenever suits.
Every day, bro.
Preferably when I put up the Instagram poll or the Instagram, question box.
Well, anytime.
You can send us an email. But unfortunately, if you're like Robert, and you're the only person that's ever actually emailed us, we will not know that you've emailed us.
Yeah, maybe he sends a text to say that.
Yeah, it says no that you've sent us a question because we will not see it. But you can. It doesn't have to be on a Tuesday when I put up the thing, or Wednesday or Thursday whenever I put up the thing. You can ask us a question at any time. That dude before, the guy that we talked about with the 12 monkeys, he just sent us a message. He wasn't even prompted by the question box.
Yeah, he didn't play by the rules at all.
No. And you don't have to either. Don't be a pussy, listener. Ask us a question whenever. Yeah.
Actually, right now. Exit Spotify, whatever you're listening to this on. Go into Instagram, or if you don't have Instagram, go on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, send us an email at theparopod@gmail.com. Ask us any question. What's the first question that comes to your mind? 1, 2, 3. That's the question. Ask us right now.
It didn't have to be film related. In fact, I would prefer if it's not film related.
Ask us personal questions.
Ask us personal questions. We will tell you our darkest secrets.
We'll say whatever. Because it's at the end,
Yeah. No one listens to this stage.
It's at the end of the episode. There's a reason why,
Yeah, no one ever listens to this stage. And then finally, this is the end of Hannah's email. I understand that these questions might be quite time consuming and require a lot of consideration, but I would be appreciative of your response. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Keep potting. Paranoid regards, Hannah. Fan of the show.
Respect. Big respect, Hannah. Thank you for your fan mail.
Shout out to Hannah. Also, I told Balf that I'd give him credit for making the meme that I posted on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty fucker. I'll show you. Do you want to see the other one that he made?
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, like, live reaction from Mark here now to this masterpiece, I guess is the only word to describe it as.
What the fuck is? Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. I didn't know what that was.
I was like, what one will I use? Like, I'll use the other one because I'll use the more tamer one because, yeah, I think Instagram would take it down the post if I put that up.
Maybe.
I think they would.
We can try next week.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Oh god.
All right, we will leave it at that. Recommended film for next week's episode is The Last Temptation of Christ, episode 97, directed by Martin Scorsese. I did that the wrong way around, but whatever. Next week's episode is directed by Martin Scorsese.
We have a guest director. He's gonna be. He's like in the room. That's perfect, Don. That's perfect.
Don't do what you do.
Mark, try that again. It's like he's gonna be directing us.
Well, how do you think Martin Scorsese is? Like, have you ever seen footage of Martin Scorsese on set or anything?
He's just running around on bag. He always looks jittery, no?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, that's the 70s maybe.
Yeah, the 70s are different.
I'm sure.
Nowadays,
he's
you sit there with a cigarette, just like heaving out of it, like shouting abuse.
Talking about film.
Yeah.
Go away from me. I'll do whatever I want, Martin.
I've seen Jetée.
Yeah.
I'll do what I like. We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it there for this week. Goodbye. God bless. Have a good week.
Bye.
See ya.